So I was sitting there thinking about how my voice has been a great asset to me over my lifetime, particularly through my career. But there have been times that my voice was actually a liability to me. And I remember a story that started to make me laugh from back in the day when I was a teenager. It involves me, my big voice, a girl, and a really tough dad. I'm Dane Reed, the voiceover guy. Check me out. My younger brother and I weren't always close. Actually, we didn't even always know each other. And when we got to know each other, I was a little bit resistant because I was used to being the younger brother. As a peacemaker, as something that would kind of bring us together, my brother decided that he would use the universal language of teenage boys, and he would introduce me to a girl. His exact words were, "I know this girl that you would like." And she went to his school, and one afternoon he said, "Just come up there. I'm gonna introduce you to this girl." The girl's name was Natalia. And I get up there and I meet this girl and I'm like, wow, she's beautiful. Like everything that I would want in a girl. I'm somewhere around the age of like 16 or 17. I'm not exactly sure. I don't remember at the time. I go and I talk to this girl and I got her phone number and I'm so excited, but you know, I gotta play it cool. I can't just let her know that I'm super excited, but you know, I got this girl's number and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna call you. So, you know, there's a lot of schools of thought on calling someone after you get their number. Do you call them immediately? Do you call them a day, 2 days, 3 days? Like, you know, it's always been a thing. So I think I waited a day. And I'm really excited. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna talk to this girl about. You know, I mean, we're 16. Like, you know, what do you talk to girls about at 16, you know? I'm sure that I practiced it because everything involving girls back in those days, I practiced. It was about 7, 8 o'clock at nighttime. I make my move. I go towards the phone. I dial on the phone. Now, back in those days, I had a rotary phone. Okay, so I'm dialing, and it's ringing. And I'm sitting there waiting. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to this Natalia. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And a guy picks up.
Hello?
And it's her dad.
Who's this on the line, Natalia?
Well, I've talked to dads before.
Dang.
Hey, Mr. Natalia's dad.
This motherfucker sounds like Barry White. What the fuck? His voice is deeper than mine.
I'd like to speak to Natalia.
Look, whoever the fuck you are, Dane, Kane, I don't give a fuck. Let me tell you something right now. I told my daughter since she was a young little girl to make sure she tells all her people around her little classmates, that she has a crazy father. Now that's one thing. But for you to be a grown motherfucking man trying to talk to my daughter is a whole nother.
And I'm like, no, sir, really, honestly, I'm only 16.
I'm a 46-year-old grown man myself. You gotta be at least in your 30s. What the fuck you eat for breakfast every day? Wheaties? Fuck out of here, don't call my daughter's house no more.
But he just wouldn't believe it. No, I told him what school, what high school that I went to. I told him what neighborhood I lived in. I told this guy everything that I needed to tell him to prove to him that I was only 16 years old.
Don't call my house ever again. I don't give a f if she calls you. Let me hear your voice on a phone and on my line anywhere around me, and that's your ass. I will find out where the f you live, dirty old motherfucker.
And this guy, under no circumstances, because of my voice, would believe that I was 16 years old.
My daughter's not to contact you anymore, and if she has a problem with it, I'll deal with her on my own. Let me find out that you call in again, and me and you going to meet man to man. Leave my daughter the f alone before I put a bullet in your.
In the end, he ended up telling me, "Don't you ever call back here again, or I'm gonna call the police on you." Well, I don't want the police called on me. So I never called there again. I don't know what the hell happened to Natalia. No idea. But I never called her. Anyway, I found that to be like incredibly amusing when I was thinking about, you know, the fact that My voice is on radio, my voice is on TV, my voice is, you know, a little bit everywhere. It's done so much for me. But then there have been those times where it's kind of played against me. I know there are a lot of things out there about how do you get into voiceover and whatever, but people never really talk about their own journey and things like that, things that are really personal to them. If you really like this kind of format, this kind of thing, let me know and I'll share more with you. I'm Dane Reed. If you like this video, please definitely subscribe, share it with somebody else, because sharing is caring and letting people know what I do is really important. All right? I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.
I will relinquish all absolute mindfulness on your ass.